Everyone, welcome back to another Teaching TintWiz video. This one's specifically going to focus on how to type up and send a proposal. If you're not familiar with TintWiz, it is an all-in-one CRM software specifically made for the tinting industry, and it has everything from scheduling customers to storing all of your client information to managing your inventory, and of course sending proposals as well as invoices. So just go to tintwiz.com in your web browser. If you're not signed up already, they do have a 30-day free trial, so you go ahead and click here. If you do have an account and you're just wanting to figure out what's the best way to send a proposal, click here to go ahead and log in and get onto your dashboard. So the first thing you're going to want to do in any estimation process is collect the client's information. So you want to collect as much information as you can, because later on you're going to want to follow up with them via phone, email, or possibly even send out physical mailers. So I'm going to go ahead and do add new here. And we are going to put in the contact's first and last name. And this one is an actual company. We're going to be doing a commercial tinting quote. So I'm going to put in the company name. And then for commercial jobs, I always try to get, of course, at least one phone number, if not two, just in case there's a main line and then a direct number for the actual contact. And then the email address. So for the purposes of the video, I'm just going to type in my email address here. And then the address search feature is really nice because you can start typing in the address and it will auto-populate in all of these fields here. You're going to go ahead and save the contact, and then we are going to create project. So there we're just going to talk about what we're actually doing, and as I mentioned, it's going to be a commercial tinting project. And you can choose to use the contact's address if it's the same as the address of the project, or you can enter the project address. So this one, I'm going to go back to the default. It's going to be the same as the contact's address. And then the project name, I'm going to do privacy film at Moon River. And then for the tags, this is going to be a privacy job and also a frost job. The main purpose of using tags is so that you can search for projects with that keyword later on. So for example, if our installer finishes this job, he uploads photos to Carrie's account of the completed work, and then we have another customer come in that's also asking about privacy or decorative or frost film, I can search any of those keywords and those completed photos will pop up. There's a lot of other uses for tags, but that's just one great example of how it works. So we're going to go ahead and click Create Project, and then this is just going to be some storefront windows. So we will go ahead and add rooms and measurements. For a home, this rooms and measurements is key because you can split out, if someone's doing different films on the living room versus the dining room and the kids' bedroom, you can break out measurements and note films for each room on your quote. So for this one, it's just going to be storefront. And the film type is going to be the NRM PS2, which is our standard frost film that we use all the time from Lumar. And we'll go ahead and add that room and then add measurements. And you can choose the window type. If it's specific, like a skylight, for example, I definitely want to note versus just a standard window. These ones are standard. And directional, if you do like to note that for your installers, you can as well. This particular job is 4 large panes, 48 by 60. And the system automatically calculates out the square footage, which is great because our pricing is all about square footage. So I just calculated out that there. And then internal notes for us would be accessibility, frame type, if there's any removal of existing film or hardware. So I'm going to put that in the notes here. So we're going to do step stool access, metal frames, metal frames, still spelled that wrong, And then we're also going to note that there's no existing film or hardware that needs to be removed. Okay, and then photos are great. So every time I do an estimate, I always take photos of the job site for our installers. So you can upload them right here to this specific job. And then we are going to go ahead and put in the price, which is going to be $10 a square foot. So we're at $800 total. And then save that. Go back to the project. All right, perfect. So we've input all of the square feet, the measurements, what we're doing. We're going to do the frost film, and now we're ready to go ahead and create that proposal. So I'm going to click here, and ours is solution is frost film for privacy. And it automatically auto-populated that price that I had already put in for the customer. And we'll just note that frost film again here. Okay. And if you wanted to add a specific note for the customer there, you could add it as well. And if you wanted to add any other solutions or pieces of the project, you could add it there. This one's pretty straightforward, so there's nothing else we need to add. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. I can see right here that the proposal is still not sent. So I'm going to go ahead and send the proposal. And it's going to show me all the information just to make sure it's all correct. We've got Carrie's info, the email, phone number we put in. It's got the solution and also that $800 price that we quoted. So I'm ready to go ahead and send that proposal. All right, perfect. So you can see here it turned blue. The proposal is sent. And then if I go to my inbox, you can see that I already got that proposal. It auto-populated the customer's name, so it's personal. It has our logo in there as well and my contact information to reach back out. I can view the proposal, and it shows me all the information that we went over, like the measurements here are broken down, exactly what we're doing, the site address, and even has a custom note in here. You know, if you have a preferred install date or any notes that you'd like to add, enter them below. And then you can even, the customer can even approve the proposal right here, which is great. So say I approve it, and then I go back to my TintWiz software as the business owner. I can see I have a notification here that we sent a proposal out. So if I'm managing a team of estimators, I can see they got their proposal out to Carrie, and then Carrie not only viewed the proposal, but she approved the proposal. And I can also see a record of proposals that were sent out, viewed, not sent, and approved in the proposal section over here, which is great just to manage, you know, what projects do we need to follow up on, which ones have been approved and maybe not scheduled. So this is a great system for proposals because it really keeps them all organized and associated to a specific client and contact info. One part of the system that I really like is that it actually shows the status of the proposal. So, you know, with QuickBooks, for example, you can't see if someone has opened your estimate or not, and they can't approve a quote on the QuickBooks desktop. So this is a great application for that. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them below, or TintWiz has a great live chat support. So check them out, and we'll see you on the next video.